right, everybody. Good morning. Hello. All right, we are starting with After Effects today, and so you gotta go here and find it. So let's go After Effects. There it is. All right, start it up, and if you want to have it so it's ready for you to work with, pin it to your start, pin it to your taskbar, pin it to my start, so it's right here. Pin it to my taskbar so it's there down here, ready to go next time. All right. You got to sign in. Okay, you're going to sign in with your Google account. Okay. And your password. I got two-step verification set up, of course. So I got to check that. No problem. All right. That is done. Let me get rid of this. And now I am in. All right. Whoop. Personal account, San Leandro High School. Now I'm all signed in. All right. Get rid of this. All right. Let's see. Let's get out of here. You're going to get some warnings. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. I'm just going to hope everything works out. Okay. After Effects will start up. Hopefully. After Effects. Okay. So start up After Effects. Get it going. Get through any screens that you have to get through. And you should. Oh, yeah. You'll see this is all the new stuff in After Effects. Cool. Just get rid of it. Unless you want to look at it, then go ahead. But we're going to start here. Should get to this screen, and you'll see this new project button right up here. Click it. That starts a new project. Get rid of that, and you'll see some windows here that don't have much going on, but we'll fill them up with stuff in a second. All right. So new composition. This big button. Click it. This is your composition. You can call it something if you want. Right now, it's going to be called Comp 1. That's fine. Make sure you're HD, 1920 by 1080, but take a look at the other ones. You can do social media posts and stuff. So we're going to do some effects, and they're going to be for your social media pretty soon. So, but right now, HD. And right down here, duration. See, it says 30. 30 is where you want it. That's fine. That means 30 seconds right there. 30 seconds. These numbers are minutes, and this is hours right here. And this is this one right. These two zeros are frames. All right. So background color right there, just in case you want some sort of different background color, you can change that. Mine's going to be black, and that's fine. Click OK. Bam. All right. So now I have a composition. There it is in my project window. This is my project window. Everything, pictures, graphics, sounds, other compositions that I create, everything's going to be here, just like most programs. That's sort of like your little library of stuff you can use, stuff you've built. Down here's my timeline. You can see it goes from 0 to 30 seconds. That's great. And here's my composition window. My composition has nothing in it right now. And then I have over here just different controls on things I'm working on. All right. So I'm going to start with a layer that I'm going to create. And After Effects works in layers. So you create layers, and they're going to be down here in your timeline. So I'm going to go up to here to the layer menu. I'm going to go new and text. Now I made a text layer. It's right down here. It's empty right now, but you can see a T there. And you can see now I got this red bar here. That's my layer. All right, I got a cursor here. I have characters, connections, and things and numbers here. I'm just going to type my name. All right, and I can select that text. I can change the size over here. All numbers in After Effects. See that little, if you see that little finger hand and arrows right there. That means you can slide that number. So I can slide it to make it the size I want. I'm just going to go right about there. All right. And the font, I can change the font to something else. Find a font that you like. All right. There we go. There's my font that I like. I'm just pretending. All right. And there's my text. All right. And now it just doesn't do anything for all this 30 seconds. So the next thing I want to do is make it do something. So I want to animate this. So to animate, I got to go right to where this layer is, right? This little arrow here. Click it, it will twirl down, and I'll see text and transform here. To animate, that is a transform. So I'm going to open up that twirler. I call it a twirler because it twirls. Okay. And I have all these numbers: position, scale, rotation, opacity. Now I can change these numbers just by rolling over them with my mouse. Sorry, mouse button down, left mouse button down, and drag these numbers. I'm dragging these numbers around. All right. I can reset in case I mess everything up, but look at rotation. See what rotation does. I can rotate all the way around 360 degrees, and then see that number 1, and I can rotate again around again, 2, rotate around again, 3. All right, so this number is how many rotations I've done, and this is the angle that it's at. Okay, I can reset, get it all back to normal. All right, notice how it rotates around this dot right here, this place right here. That place is called the anchor point. All right, so that's this right here, anchor point. So I can move that. Notice I can move my anchor point to right there, and maybe right in the center of the text, and now it rotates like that. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to do is check my anchor point, because I want it to rotate like this. All right, so you reset again and just do my anchor point one more time. Right in the middle. That's how I like to do it. You can do it any way you want. All right, all right, so now I'm going to animate. So I want to animate position. So I'm going to click this stopwatch right here. Click it, and now I'm starting to animate. I see a keyframe there. Okay, and I'm going to go to 2 seconds, and I'm going to move my text. You can move it by moving these numbers. See that? You can move the numbers. So now it goes from where it started to where it is now. All right, I can change that. I can put it up there if I want. All right. Okay, oops, I accidentally made 2 keyframes there. All right, so I don't want 2 keyframes. So I'm going to delete that. And to keep you from doing that, you can use these buttons right here. These little arrows jump you to that next frame. Jump me right onto that frame. If you're just a little bit off and I make a change, then I make a new keyframe. Click those arrows, it'll get you right to there. All right, so now I have this going to here. And then maybe 2 seconds later, I am going to, I can grab this tool right here, the selection tool, and just drag it where I want. That's much easier. And then I can move to a different time, and I can drag it and move it to a different time and drag it, and then move it to a different time and drag it. All right, so now you can see it's done. I got all this animation right here. And then maybe I will have it come back to the center. All right, cool. There you go. Now you can, of course, you got this path. You can grab these and change them however you want. Hold down the Alt key if you just want to grab one of these. So there we go. Hold down Alt to, so you can make this path whatever shape you want, and you can move it around, right? Just so you know what you can do. We're not going to do much. We're not going to do much craziness right here. There we go. Okay, there's my path. All right, and I'm going to also animate rotation. So let's make it rotate too. So starting off at the beginning here, it's going to start like that. Maybe I'll have it rotate like that. there, and then here I'll have it rotate back like that. It's important that you make sound effects like I do. I'm gonna have it come down there like that. Oh, that was scale. I don't want to do that. And then maybe I'll have it rotate a bunch of times, huh? Yeah. All right, and then see if that works. Yeah, cool. And then I'm going to go to here and rotate it a bunch of times backwards, have it go upside down. Yeah, I'm going to have it come down here, right here. Oh, I'm scale again. I'm not animating scale, but I keep doing that accidentally. That's okay. Okay, I just want it to come back to normal there, normal-ish. There we go. All right. All right, so there we go. See all the animation I've done? Cool. And then maybe now, I'm gonna do some other animation. So I'm gonna go 2 seconds later, and let's do scale now. So I gotta start right here. I gotta start a scale keyframe right there. That's just the scale is not changing at all here, and it's gonna start changing right here. So it starts right there, and then 2 seconds later, my scale is gonna be 0. Okay, 0. All right, so it's now scales. Get out of here, gaming hub. All right, and then I'm gonna have it. Maybe it's come back real big. Yes. Yeah, so it's going to do this, it's going to do this, and then it scales down, scales up, and then bam. All right. And that's going to be my animation. That's good enough for now. All right. Now you can play it. Go back to the beginning. Space bar will let you play it. All right. There should also be some play controls over here. I don't see them right now. I'm just going to do space bar for now. There we go. All right. You can always drag your. All right. And since I did not finish my whole 30 seconds here, I don't want to render all this and having nothing going on. Maybe I'll just go to 19 seconds. And this little guy right here, this little blue thing, drag that in. See that? And that means that's all that I want. That's all that I'm going to render, and all the rest is cut off. I can also drag this layered like that. I don't have to. This sets what gets rendered. All right. All right. So now I'm ready to render. But before I do that, file, save as. Right. Let's save it. It's now untitled. In After Effects, man, it will not automatically save your stuff. Text anim, text anim, and I'm gonna put it in the documents folder, in a new folder called AE. Right. Get yourself a folder in there, right? Save stuff in there. Just so you keep it off your desktop if it's a file like that, if it's a project that you're working on. That's dangerous, right? All right, now to make it into a movie, file, export, add to render queue. Okay, and the render queue is just queue means it's a lineup. It's a bunch of stuff. You can render a bunch of stuff in After Effects all at once. I'm just going to add this to the render queue. There, it's now in the queue. Best settings, H.264 is perfect. Don't mess with any of these little settings. You do want to mess with the output 2 settings because it's not yet specified. So you got to tell it what you're going to call this thing and where to put it. So right now it's called Comp 1. I'm just going to give it a name like that. 64 is perfect for any movie that you're making right now. And I just want this one to go to the desktop so that it's there when I go looking for it. All right. Once you set that, you're ready to render. So render button is over here, render. And now it's rendering the movie. It is making it. And at the end, when it's done, you should hear a happy sound. Bring. Did you hear it? All right, I heard it. All right, let me get out of here and go to name animation. There it is. There's my video. Oh, okay, media player, yeah. Okay. And there's my movie, ready to turn it in. Beautiful. All right. All right. You give it a try. Have fun.